Good afternoon, everyone. And on behalf of Michelle and myself, welcome to the White House. It's been said that where there is a brave man in the thickest of the fight, there is the post of honor. Today, we pay tribute to an American who placed himself in the thick of the fight, again and again and again. In so doing, he has earned our nation's highest military decoration, the Medal of Honor. And we are extraordinarily proud of Sgt Dakota Meyer. Today is only the third time during the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq that a recipient of the Medal of Honor has been able to accept it in person. And we are honored to be joined by one of the other two recipients, Sergeant First Class Leroy Petrie, who is here. I would point out something else. Of all the Medal of Honor recipients in recent decades, Dakota is also one of the youngest. He's 23 years old, and he performed the extraordinary actions for which he is being recognized today when he was just 21 years old. Despite all this, I have to say Dakota is one of the most down-to-earth guys that you will ever meet. In fact, when my staff first tried to arrange the phone call so I could have told him that I'd approved this medal, Dakota was at work at his new civilian job on a construction site. He felt he couldn't take the call right then because he said, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So we arranged to make sure he got the call during his lunch break. I told him the news, and then he went right back to work. That's the kind of guy he is. He also asked to have a beer with me, which we were able to execute yesterday. Dakota's the kind of guy who gets the job done. And I do appreciate, Dakota, you taking my call. The Medal of Honor reflects the gratitude of the entire nation. So we're joined here by members of Congress, including somebody from your home state, the Republican leader of the Senate, Mitch McConnell. We are joined here by leaders from across my administration, including Secretary of Veterans Affairs Rick Shinseki and Navy Secretary Ray Mavis, and leaders from across our armed forces, including the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General James Amos. We're honored to welcome Dakota's father, Mike, who's here, his extraordinary grandparents, and more than 120 of Dakota's family and friends, many from his home state of Kentucky. I want to welcome Dakota's comrades from the Marine Embedded Training Team 2-8, and we are humbled by the presence of the members of the Medal of Honor Society. Dakota, I realize the past 2 years have not been easy for you, retelling the story of that day and standing here today. You're a very modest young man. But as you've said, you do it for a simple reason, retelling this story, because it helps you to honor those who didn't come home and to remind your fellow Americans that our men and women in uniform are over there fighting every single day. So that's how we'll do this today. It's fitting that we do so this week, having just marked the 10th anniversary